Also, we knew this was coming. NBC News has suspended the reporter for the retracted Paul Pelosi story. And why'd they retract it?
Yeah.
It was fact.
Do you want to watch a little bit of that clip?
Yeah,
here?
let's.
Okay,
here's
let's
what
Craig,
happened.
good morning. When officers arrived here at the Pelosi home exactly a week ago today, they initially didn't have any idea exactly what was going on. They knew they had a high priority call on their hand. What was unclear, what was happening inside the property just behind me.
Mm-hmm.
This morning, Paul Pelosi is home, back at the house that became a crime scene a week ago today. NBC News learning new details about the moments police arrived. Sources familiar with what unfolded in the Pelosi residence now revealing when officers responded to the high-priority call, they were seemingly unaware they'd been called to the home of the Speaker of the House. After a knock and announce, the front door was opened by Mr. Pelosi.
Right.
The 82-year-old did not immediately declare an emergency or try to leave his home.
All of that's
but
true.
instead began walking several feet back into the foyer toward the assailant and away from police.
Again,
it's
true.
unclear if the 82-year-old was already injured or what his mental state was, say sources. According to court documents, when the officer asked what was going on, defendant smiled and said everything's good. But instantaneously, a struggle ensued as police clearly saw David DePape strike Paul Pelosi in the head with a hammer. After tackling the suspect, officers rushed to Mr. Pelosi, who was lying in a pool of blood.
Where's the issue there? That's all true. None of that has been retracted. I mean, they retracted the story for some reason because it inflamed right-wing conspiracy theories.
Yep. You don't want to do that.
That's not this guy's fault. Even if it's true, that's not this guy's fault. He just reported the facts. Those are the facts in the case. There's not a single lie in that report or error that I can see in that report. And yet, Miguel Almaguer, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but he's been suspended pending an internal investigation. I'm sure we'll hear in a week or 2 weeks that he's been fired.
Or dead.
Right?
I'm serious. That's not a joke. Not a joke, man. This is okay. You wanna squash this? If you don't like his reporting and you don't like his source, then you know what? Why don't you go ahead and release the body cam footage? Okay? Why don't you go ahead and release the entire police call?
If any of that's inaccurate, show us where the inaccuracies are, because it really doesn't make sense.
Nope.
That Paul Pelosi went to the door, opened it, then went back to the attacker. I mean, that's just asinine. What are you doing?
Yep.
Why? And why didn't you say, officers, thank goodness this guy broke into my house. Please, arrest him.
I'd run out the door.
Yeah.
If I open the door,
you'd at least stay with the police.
Bad guy is behind me. Cops are at the door.
Yeah.
I'm putting distance between me and the bad guy and putting the cops between us, too.
I mean, why in the world would you walk back to the attacker? So bizarre. So weird.
Yep.
After, he had broken into the house, walked upstairs to the bedroom where Paul Pelosi was sleeping. I mean, it's ridiculous.
A lot of trouble for David, considering how much walking he's had to do upstairs.
No kidding. I mean, he walked so far that he was really tired and wanted to go to sleep and take a nap.
That's right.
And that's why he was going to tie Paul Pelosi up. I'm going to tie you up, and then I'm going to
deal with this later.
I'm going to sleep for a while. And when I wake up, I'll deal with you and your stupid wife.
Yeah.
But
here we are.
Yeah, here we are. Still walking up the stairs.
My gosh.
How long it took.
I mean, that is a mansion, am I right?
You're right.
Now, she's not going to be Speaker of the House anymore, though, it feels like.
It does feel that way.
Or did I just jinx that?
I hope not. Oh, my gosh. If they lose the House at this point.